And the time right now, 11:16 on your Sunday night. It's been a pretty active weekend in terms of seeing some severe weather both days. Today we saw some heavier rain, but we did have a few severe storms earlier this afternoon, which brought some pretty volatile weather to parts of our state. But right now things are mostly calm. I'll show you in just a second. We do have one storm out there, but a live look in Hartford. It is 72 degrees, down from the high temperature today of 86. Winds are calm, and those clouds out there that you do see a few of them, those are slowly beginning to exit, and we're mostly clear and mostly sunny by morning. Down in New London, notice that wet pavement. They saw some rainfall too, a few storms. A couple hours ago, temperatures right now 73 degrees. But you look at the First Alert Live radar, almost everybody's doing just fine. There's this one lone storm, which did have some lightning with it, and was pretty loud as it passed through Windsor Locks. Now not seeing much in the way of any lightning. A quick heavier downpour, though, moving in through Tolland into the south and east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Coventry, Stores, maybe you're taking your dog on a late night walk. You need that umbrella, but it's very localized, and this will eventually just diminish over the next couple of hours. Today, though, almost everybody got wet. About an inch or two was the general number that we saw. A few areas saw close to 2.5 and even near 3 inches. That's in these darker green shadings and even a few yellows there. So caused some issues. We had a few aerial flood advisories. All of those have come to an end. Dew points out there. It certainly is still humid. Did not get any relief from the humidity. Not going to see that until about say Wednesday, but 70s is something we've been dealing with. It's slightly less than yesterday, but it's still very humid. Here's a look at your temperatures. It's almost virtually the same. So our relative humidity, saturated air is almost near 100%. Notice that water temperature, though, in Long Island Sound, 77 degrees. If you're heading to the beach over the next 7 days, tomorrow is the only day I can guarantee you'll have a good beach day. It'll be warm, near 90. This is also the warmest day of the next 7. So if you have a pool day or maybe a beach day, it's only going to be tomorrow. That UV index will be an 8, and those high tides come in late morning to early afternoon. We do have a first alert, though, for late in the day tomorrow. Most of the day is just fine. A few scattered storms, though, could cause some problems, downpours, and maybe a few areas with some gusty winds. The Storm Prediction Center has put northern Connecticut under a level 2 out of 5 risk, and the green shading here, that's a 1 out of 5, so it's low. And most of the day is just fine, but it's later on that we could see some issues. Now for Tuesday, we're noticing a chance of some storms. That's not the primary threat, though. It will be the heavy rainfall that we're forecasting. That's on Tuesday. Now we don't have a first alert issue just yet, but I expect that when Scott Haney comes in the morning, he might change that. The dew point trend, you notice we're quite humid still until about Monday. Tuesday, it begins to drop. Wednesday, it feels pretty good out there. It's still unsettled, though. And then notice the spike at the end. It's going to be humid quite once again, and that's thanks to what is now Hurricane Debbie. The 11 o'clock advisory, wind speeds right now 75 miles per hour, certainly making its way closer towards the Florida Peninsula, and will cause them, and already is, some problems out there. But notice by Friday, it's still only in North Carolina, but the moisture from it will get thrown back in our direction. As far as we can expect, though, on Futurecast, it's sunny tomorrow. Most of the day is just fine. A few of these storms could make their way into Connecticut, though, and some of them could cause some issues. It's late day, though. Tuesday morning, some rainfall out there. Heavy at times, sticks with us through about noon, and even late day, some of that rainfall out there. Lows tonight, 65 to about 72. Forecast high temperatures tomorrow near 90. Your first alert 7-day forecast. We do cool off down into those 70s, and then by the time we get to Friday, that's a pretty wet day, looking at the remnants from Debbie. And hopefully by the end of next weekend, Dylan, things will begin to finally clear out.